So there's newsfeed ads, there's sidebar ads, there's audience network ads, there's in-app placements, there's all kinds of places to run ads on Facebook. I swear there's 15 different places you could run your new patient ads on Facebook. I know because I've tried them all, and I found that there's really only a couple of different ways that work, and the rest are just a waste of money. I think the rest just leak money away from your budget like into some big black hole that ends up in Mark Zuckerberg's back pocket or something, right? I mean, it's just the way it is, for at least for the type of ads we're running. I can't say that for all types of ads. We'll see when you do new patient marketing, you got to steer clear of the things which don't work. By the way, my name is John Nesbitt. I'm with the Customer Factory, and I'm covering in this video a little piece out of a chapter from my book called 16 Rules for Facebook Marketing Success for Chiropractors. Stick around to the end of the video. I'll tell you where you get the whole book for free. How about that, huh? But it's just a little piece. I want to kind of give you a little idea of what's in there, right? And it's something you can use right now and just take from this video and use right away, okay? Okay, so you should know way back in the beginning of the time, Facebook only had a couple places to run ads. You could run them in your news feed, which is that thing down the center, or you can run them in the sidebar, and those little thing on the side on a desktop application. All right, when it comes to new patient marketing, the sidebar might as well not even exist, because about 90-something% of all the new patient leads that we generate for our clients are all on mobile application. So there is no sidebar. So don't even bother with sidebar. There's Audience Network, which is basically running ads on all the applications like games and things, and on other web pages that are owned by people, a whole bunch of stuff like that. Those are more or less useless. Persons are doing something else at the time, and so they're not really in the mode where they're going to be relating to you. So while the ads are a lot cheaper over there, they're way, way worse and not worth the money, especially as you have to reformat the ads, and it's just not, it doesn't look great, right? Now, most people make the mistake, as I made this mistake. I remember early on going, hey, there's all these different ways to run the ads. Great, let's just spend money on all of it, right? No problem. Let's let Facebook just sort it out. We'll hit everybody as hard as we can. And that's kind of, I mean, I made this rookie mistake myself. I even remember there's a friend of mine who's got a practice, and he went out and he said he just spent $1,000 one day on Facebook ads. He's opened it wide open, run the ads everywhere, and see what comes in. And you know, the story ends with he got one phone call. So $1,000 phone call. If he turned into a nice big case, we'd have a nice sort of ending to the story, but it wasn't that great of a case. It didn't work out. So he basically blew $1,000. So it shows that is shockingly easy to blow a ton of money on Facebook really fast. All right, and I'm going to help you avoid doing that. I'm going to basically tell you the only place you really want to market. Now I've tested this very carefully, is in the newsfeed. If you're new, only do newsfeed. Facebook will kind of default yes a bunch of things when you're running ads. Turn those suckers off, right? You want newsfeed only. Don't go, you know, often their suggestions are good in Facebook, but on this one, it's not. Just newsfeed only. That'll put you right down the middle. That's where almost all the attention is. Now, those are the most expensive ads because that's where all the attention is, but that's where you want to be. When you have these little ads that pop up in apps or on little pages, sometimes you sort of actually fat finger that thing. I'm going to tell you, you're playing Angry Birds or you're playing something on your phone, and the little ad pops up. Are you really, oh, knee pain? Sure. It's not really the right place for you to be to handle that, right? Which is why they don't work. There is an exception to this, is when you're doing retargeting, which is you're like going after people who visited your site but didn't buy, that kind of a more advanced technique. Then you can open it up to a lot more places because you know the person's already more likely interested. But that, I'll do another video on that later on. That's kind of a thing that we can go into later on. So you got that. If you're new, newsfeed only. If you're doing retargeting, broaden it out a little bit. But otherwise, uncheck the boxes and don't waste your money on those things. It's just not worth it. All right. Now, as I mentioned, what I just told you came from my book, 16 Rules for Facebook Marketing Success for Chiropractors. And basically, I cover a whole bunch of other topics in that book. I have a way for you to get a copy of that book for free right now. We've got an electronic copy. It's about 20 pages long, this book, and it's an executive summary kind of. It gives you an overview of the entire picture of what it takes to run a successful Facebook marketing company, Facebook marketing campaign for your business, right, for your company. So the idea is that you can take this and it sort of gives you the parameters. It's not every nitty-bitty detail, but it's all the big stuff you have to know, just like what I just told you just now. So hopefully you find that useful, and I will see you in the next chapter. Bye.